If you could just give us your overview on what is important in terms of an entrepreneurial mindset that we need to have.
It's actually, I think, quite interesting and can be very beneficial. There's a very interesting paper called Corporate Entrepreneurship. I think it's from Gifford Pinchot and Elizabeth Pinchot. And in this paper, they basically explain a little bit about what kind of benefits they see for people using a more entrepreneurial mindset working in a company that they do not own. So basically the entrepreneur, so to speak. And I really like to think that this mindset has very beneficial effects on companies if they manage to create the right kind of cultural environment for entrepreneurs. So if we take a look at what is important in entrepreneurship, I think you will not be able to run a successful company if you do not manage to deliver sustainable, relevant value for your customers. I think this is what it all boils down to. So your offering needs to be attractive, it needs to satisfy a need, and you need to consistently produce relevant value and sustainable value for your customers. And I think the sustainable part of that sentence is quite important. And the first thing that is really valuable for people to have in working companies that are not their own, I think the sustainable mindset is you work with what you currently have. You do not request a lot of expensive things and start thinking, okay, I need this and I need that and I need that. You basically start thinking, okay, this is what I have. What can I do with these things that I have now and maximize the output, maximize the value? And I think what is really helpful for entrepreneurs as well is to, whatever they start doing or whatever they are working on, is to once in a while sit back and say, okay, this activity that I'm currently performing, how is that connected with providing sustainable value for our customers, right? Because if you think about it, if your whole company thinks this way, you run a very centered, a very focused company. And I think it's very valuable for people to reflect on what they're doing every day in this context, because they will also identify a lot of fault lines in your business processes. They will avoid waste naturally because they have a sustainable mindset and think, okay, how can I do with the same amount or how can I do more with less even? And I think they will always think about the customer this way. And whatever they are doing is targeted towards providing value for that customer. And I think this is the most significant part of being an entrepreneur, to always have this mantra, so to speak.